this administration is a rabid dog, and it's turning us upside down. And as far as I'm concerned, it's as obvious as the nose on your face.
Sit in my room. Trump is toast.
I like that one.
Working? Not working.
Oh, they got you coming and going, man. You know what I mean? You try and you try and you give it all. You give it all to her.
Jim Carrey is here. We'll be right back.
Trump was recently labeled a rabid dog by Jim Carrey. Yes, you heard correctly. The orange-faced president is facing off against our favorite rubber-faced comedian, and he's not holding back. There's more, though. Carrey went beyond a single animal analogy. He has a ton of zingers that will make you spit out your coffee, though. Do you want to hear the rest? Stay put. Carrey has his teeth buried deep in political satire and isn't letting go. He's no longer just making silly faces. The man who made us laugh with Ace Ventura and The Mask just revealed something shocking about Trump, and let's just say it's much more scathing than any of his previous comedic outbursts. Hold on tight, people. This is going to be exciting.
These really negative forces like the Steve Bannons of the world are convincing us that we're separates. You can make a bad decision about a candidate. It's not who you are. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're different. It doesn't mean, the trouble with what's happening right now is these...
Making a rabid dog analogy with Trump? That isn't exactly a compliment, is it? However, why is Jim Carrey yelling at this specific tree? He claims that Trump has been treating America like a chew toy, and let's face it, the nation is in a somewhat worse state. There is complete commotion everywhere, as if someone had let a hyperactive puppy loose in a shoe store. Carrey isn't simply insulting people at random, though. He has a grievance over Trump's management style. He believes that the president is more than simply a bad boy. He is also a liar. Oh no. Those are some really nasty things. However, you can tell a guy isn't going to hold back when he can make more faces than a Snapchat filter. The problem is that this time, Carrey isn't laughing. He sincerely fears that Trump is destroying the nation, causing it to unravel like an old tennis ball that has been left out in the yard for too long. Additionally, Carrey is on a mission and isn't afraid to retaliate if you thought this was simply another celebrity tirade.
A thing about what's going on right now. There are generations growing up right now who are learning to lie. That lying is okay. That we are parentless. We are babysat by the television. We're taught how to think by the television. That's the dangerous time.
Yes, that's America at the moment. At least Jim says so. He may have a point, let's face it. The nation appears somewhat tattered these days, akin to an old sweater that has seen too many washings. This is really interesting, though, because Carrey believes Trump is taking on more than he can handle. Not to mention that Jim is a specialist on huge chompers, as anyone who has watched The Mask knows. So you can be sure he knows what he's talking about when he thinks Trump is saying too much. It's entertaining at first, but after a while you start to worry that it could choke. It's like watching a chihuahua attempt to eat a steak.
Leave the stress. You know what I mean? It's a stress reliever.
And here we have...
That's Space Force.
That's the Space Force, yeah.
That's the beginning of Space Force.
I mean, you try and you try and you give it all. You give it all to her.
When it comes to choking, has the White House become the doghouse? Carrey certainly seems to believe that. He claims that a group of mischievous dogs led by Trump have taken over the Oval Office and are operating it like a leader. However, he is merely chasing his own tail and racing in circles rather than taking the lead.